This is a highly contested topic. Um, you know, in the groups, demonizing NA beer. It's a trigger. It's a gateway. Some people loving it. It's helping them be sober. It's helping them enjoy sobriety. There's a whole spectrum. I want to dive deep into it and talk all about it and help you make an informed decision. I don't know if it's best for you. So, what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about what is it and how it's made. We're going to talk about that 5% alcohol thing that people get hung up on. We're going to talk about the why you shouldn't. We're going to talk about why you should. Why you should kind of goes along with the benefits. So what is non-alcoholic beer? So essentially, it goes through the normal beer making process, and then it goes through a de-alcoholization. Essentially removing most of the alcohol and making your NA beer. It's done through three different ways. There's steam distillation, there's reverse osmosis, and water vapor or gas stripping are the three ways we de-alcoholize alcohol. So what is that 5% thing? This is what everybody gets hung up on. Well, I'm drinking an NA beer and it's 0.505% alcohol. Does that mean I'm drinking beer? I'm going to get drunk? Yeah, so it does technically have a little bit of small amount in beer. There's never enough to get drunk. You could have a whole 12-pack of NA beer and be fine. If you could stomach 30 NA beers, you probably still wouldn't get drunk. It would not affect you. And they're still hung up on it coming in the system. It could be triggering because of the alcohol. But what you don't know is you're ingesting alcohol every day. So as you see on the slide here, these are all the things that have small amounts of alcohol. A ripe and very ripe banana. The riper the banana, the more alcohol it has. Breads like burger rolls, rye bread, they have 1.8 to 1.28%. That's more than NA beer. Fruits and fruit juices, grape, apple, grape, orange, apple, around the same as in NA beer. You gonna stop eating fruit? I hope not. It's good for you. Yogurt and kefir, 0.05 like an NA beer, up all the way up to 2% ABV. Kombucha, usually made from grapes, same as an NA beer, or maybe a little more. Vinegars, balsamic, champagne, sherry, wine vinegar, 0.1 to 0.4, so it's close to an NA beer. And a lot of times all these things, it can fluctuate higher and lower based on the volume and depending on how long the item's been fermenting before consumption. So you've been eating this, maybe you've been sober for a while now, and you've been having these foods and you've been ingesting alcohol. And there's still it would take you could eat 10 loaves of bread if you could and still would not get drunk. You know what I mean? Rye bread's pretty dense, so you can't overeat rye bread and get drunk from it. So there's really no harmful effect there. It's all here. So I want to dispel that part right off the bat. So why shouldn't you drink any beer? Mainly you're in early sobriety. Early sobriety comes with a lot of ups and downs, a lot of confusion in your brain, cravings. Cravings manifest the same way food cravings manifest. And you still haven't prepared yourself. You're not ready for this. Work on better coping mechanisms for when you need to escape. And that's where I'm going here. There's a lot of people who say it's triggering because they will drink it in their early sobriety days, and then it leads to them drinking the regular stuff. And this is because you're drinking it because you're looking to escape. Ladies, when we were in early sobriety, when we were in our drinking days, we drank to escape. Wine made a bad day better. Beer made a bad day better. You drank to escape. You were trying to escape from whatever problems you were dealing with. So if you were in that bad situation, you had a rough day at work, and you go to grab an NA beer, and you're still you're not feeling any stress relief, then you grab another NA beer, and you're not feeling any stress relief, eventually you're just going to be like, screw it. You're not going to be satiated. You're not going to be okay with it. So that's why really, in the early days of sobriety, not a great idea. Myself, I didn't have my first NA beer till I was 5 or 6 years in. My buddy brought me back an athletic from a Spartan race. Maybe 7 years in. But yeah, it was quite a while. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about NA beers. Why you should. Contrary to popular belief, people drank for taste. A lot of people drink beer for taste. Um, I was a regular participant in craft beer festivals. I liked drinking different craft beers. Um, but I also did abuse. I did find a way to abuse craft beers as well. And it's possible. I had a big stomach. Um, but they've done a lot of work. These past 3 to 4 years, the NA beer market has exploded, and it's just as vibrant as the regular craft beer market. And you can find so many different tasty beverages. Um, Another one is you have healthy coping mechanisms. Like you're not, you want to just try something new. You want to give NA beers a try. You have healthy coping mechanisms. There's no mindset that grabbing an NA beer is going to fix any problems or make you feel better or cure pain. You're grabbing it just to grab it, to taste it, and see how it does. Those are healthy coping mechanisms. And honestly, you're just bored of water. Like the options are limited out there for those who don't drink. It's water, it's soda, it's milk, it's chocolate milk. Chocolate milk's pretty good. Um, maybe some fruity mocktails. I mean, that may be your thing. I've liked some of them, but then you want to try something different when you're out. It's fine. More and more bars are carrying the better NA beers. Heineken 00 seems to be the one of choice in most bars I've seen. But some of the more crafty stuff, the Athletics, the Brooklyn Lagers, the Brooklyn NA Lagers, stuff, they're starting to pop up more in bars. And lastly, on top of that, did you know how many benefits NA beers have? Here's just a few of them. Um, Improved performance. Studies have shown that non-alcoholic beer can help athletes improve performance due to its hydrating qualities. Also has antioxidant qualities. The carbs in NA beer help you replenish before and after working out. I myself will have an NA beer before I work out a long run, and will have one after a long run. Um, you know, Crazy to think this, but NA beer impacts your cardiovascular health. NA beers have polyphenols, specifically polyphenol xanthomyl, a compound derived from hops. This can help reduce your blood pressure, inflammation, and homocysteine levels. Also, has shown that consumption of NA beer has helped increase endothelial progenitor cells, which are the main cell walls that repair and maintain the endothelial walls in your blood vessels. You new moms out there, or soon to be new moms, NA beer may stimulate breast milk production. NA beers have polysaccharides, which help boost milk flow. It also has antioxidants, which can enrich your breast milk, decrease compounds related to oxidative stress in your body. For my older gals out there, it helps to reduce osteoporosis. There's silicon in non-alcoholic beer, which can increase bone mineral density and reduce the risk of osteoporosis. The best look for the ones with their high levels of malted barley and hops to get this benefit. And also helps promote better sleep. Hops have a sedative effect. Without the alcohol, hops still have a sedative effect, so they are good for better sleep. I'm not saying that it's like sleepy time tea and you can drink it before sleep, but it does have gamma aminobutyric acid, GABA, which is a relaxation thing in your brain. That sometimes you drink a beer for this, but now NA beers have this as well without the alcohol effect. And there are more benefits. You can look it up, but essentially NA beers, I view it as a health beverage. That's why I drink it. I'm a healthy guy, fitness professional, nutrition coach. I drink NA beer because I think it's a healthy drink. And it is. All right. So, any questions?